Hello friends, it's Tiffany. Welcome to join me today. In this video, I'm going to share my 10 favorite pages in my traveler's notebook. I started my YouTube channel basically for the love of my traveler's notebook, so I think it is a good time to make a video to share what I have been changed along the years. Actually, it is quite interesting that I actually feel or see the memories in my brain when I picked up these 10 pages. So let's jump right into it. The first page is this watercolor page that I drew in October in 2015. It was about the sea, the mountain, the sky. It's basically a landscape drawing. It was my husband, back then he was my boyfriend. It was his first trip to go to Victoria with my parents when they flew from China to Canada to join my convocation. I remember the breeze, the sound of the sea, the ship, the cold, the mountains, and the blue sky on that day. I saw seagulls, we took tons of pictures together, and it was such a perfect day. I love drawing simply because I think I remember more details when I draw. And yeah, the memories now last like 2 years and I still remember everything happened vividly on that day. It was the magic of drawing. I really miss drawing. I don't know, it's just something about documenting whatever you think in your brain that is just a magic. You can transfer your thinking into, on the paper, into a drawing. And yeah, you remember it and now you remember it forever. The next page is another simple page with a drawing and a quote. The quote says, "Travel far enough, you'll meet yourself." I think I was kinda in a confused mode during that time because I didn't know what I was going to do after graduate from university and I was thinking a lot. So on a random day, I just picked up my brush and drew this little painting about an endless sea. And these two peoples were having fun together, running together by the sea without any worries. The next page has a lot of quotes from the book, The Interpretation of Dream. It is a very interesting book with a lot of theories. It talks about dreams, basically, the reason why we have dreams, and what is the connection between reality and dreams. The author explains dreams in a rational pictures with psychological activities. So I just jotted down a few quotes here. The other page is my first mini painting. I just drew a street. Since then, quite a long time I was in love with mini painting. You will see a few more pages later. I have a few of mini painting artists to share, and they're all in my description box. Make sure you check it out. Here is another page of quotes, and this one is from Simone de Beauvoir. I love her books, so these quote pages just reminded me how much I love reading and how fulfilled I was, even though I didn't have a stable job like now. But I have tons of time to read, to journal, to think about life and society. I had time to actually do things that I enjoy, I like. So in 2018, I wish I can find myself back. I hope I feel this again. Oh well, the next page is about quotes and landscape painting again. I hope you don't mind how much I love painting landscape back then. In this page, I share another quote about love. about falling in love actually. This paragraph was too beautiful that I had to document it and share it here now. And in the corner, I drew a little flower. I wish I drew the true color of this flower because I said in the note that I love the color so much. A flower plus a quote about love, perfect match. The next one, I drew something else finally. I remember I was in China when I created this page. I drew some cats and landscape again. And I talked about freedom here. I wrote down some quotes about freedom. In English, it says, "There is nothing more fantastic to actually have freedom, but there is nothing harder than learning how to use it. Seldom people have this ability to stay alone and not feel alone. People ask for freedom, but actually that is what they're scared about. And with the development of technology, people have faster lifestyle. The time of being peaceful was gone. Now people don't really have time to talk to their neighborhood. People don't have time to actually sit down and relax. So, what actually this century brings to us? That was a question." The reason why I like this page is I love the story that I have created for this page. I have created these two lovely ladies. They met each other on the street, and a girl named Camille asked the other girl, Allie, where did she pick up those lovely fruit? The way, just a little dumb stories, but I love this child in my heart. Also, I love the illustration of the herbal botanical plants. This page just simply caught my eyes right away, and I love the result so much. I love the color scheme, I love the flowers, I love the washi tape, I love the drawing, the illustration, the quote, the die cuts, everything, even the watercolor that I just test in the corner. I just absolutely 100% love this page. And I just found out I forgot to share this one. This is just a simple drawing page. On the left hand side, I just drew a little trip that I've gone with my husband, and when we were in China, and the village is called Nai Valley. It's just so beautiful, so clear. Everything was perfect except the cold. So I just drew a little stick, and I used that stick as a little map, and I just mapped down the whole garden. And I just drew a little landscape here and there. And on the right hand side, actually, that was a Starbucks in my city. And I love that Starbucks so much because it's so vintage. Actually, they renovate this building. I guess this building was built in like 1920 or 1930-ish. It was so old, but the Starbucks simply kept a lot of symbols, a lot of characters from the old building, and they transferred the old building into a new Starbucks. I think they keep the fan, they keep the painting, they keep basically the main color of this building. It was like 2 or 3 floors in total, and each floors they have different theme, they have different services. So on the top floor, you basically can sit outside and enjoy the view. It was such a good Starbucks. I guess it's the best, the most beautiful Starbucks that I've ever been. So yeah, I just drew it down and put it in here. And the next one actually is my first entry in all my traveler's notebook, and this page is about the vacation, the little 2 days 1 night trip that I had with my husband, and that was our first ever vacation together. And we went to Squamish, a little city nearby Vancouver, and it was so beautiful. We took the gondola, we visited a lot of nature's attraction and the forest, and we see the top of the mountain, and just I enjoyed the vacation so much. And I also printed out a few photos and I just put it at the back of the postcard that we picked up during the trip. It's a really simple one, but it just reminded me sometimes simple is everything. It just reminds me why I start to journal, when I start to journal, and most importantly, how much I enjoy journal at the very beginning. When I started this YouTube channel, when I started to use my traveler's notebook, I just simply remember the feeling, and I'm so glad that I still have it in my journal. And now, day to day, I can still flip through it. Last but not least, let's talk about this page. It's my number 10 favorite page. So I just simply jot down a quote from the movie Her on the left hand side. If you would like to check it out, please pause this video. And I just simply paint a little pink color as the background, kind of like reflect the color on the right hand side. So the right hand side, I just document a little trip, not a trip, just my husband and I spent a couple hours by the bay during the sunset time, and the color of the sky was incredible. It was this pink, orange, green, blue, gray. They all kind of merged together as the sun goes down, and it just incredibly beautiful. So we just sat down and relaxed for a couple hours, but because there was too many mosquitoes, so ended up we actually gotta go. But it was a simple sunset day. It's just a simple time, simple afternoon. But I just love that we actually spend time together and sit down and talk and communicate. I mean, this is simply the reason why we journal. We just want to remember all the little moments in our lives. And if we remember them all, or maybe we remember the majority of these little moments, and that actually is a big moments in our lives. So the reason why I journal is just because I want to document my life, basically. I want to remember all the little days, little minutes, little hours that I spend with my family, my friends. I just want to document these little moments in my life. And that is the reason why I start to journal. And yeah, in 2018, I hope I inspire you a little bit about journaling. I hope I inspire you to pick up your brush, pick up your book, pick up these little moments and jot it all down in this little notebook, because they are incredible and they are incredibly beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Tiffany, and I hope I can see you in my next video soon. Bye bye!